I kind of usually mess it up, so I didn't want to say that.
Okay. I can make that one if I do decide to do it as a group activity. It's one of those things that you know those people would keep before but it's
the undergrads and then also the grads.
Do whatever you want.
I think what I'm gonna do is if we have time when we get to it, if it feels like it's gonna take a while, I might decide that.
Because I know that y'all
Yeah.
But if we have enough time,
early to start the semester.
Sounds good.
Alrighty, folks, everyone feeling, kind of frozen but ready to start?
Yes, I think so. There's like,
Aye, Captain.
are we usually further up? I feel like
Yeah, you guys are really far away. I don't know if this is a COVID or if I'm like, I smell, but I don't know, guys.
No, that's just how the chairs were set up. There was lots of stuff
Not
happening.
feeling the love.
Yeah, it's throwing me off a little bit.
Yeah, we are missing. But it gives more room for the table, so that's a plus.
We're so far away.
All right, we're going to start on page 4 with our lovely guitarist doing Hine Matov whenever we are ready. There's no rush. Alrighty, welcome everybody. We're going to stay on page 4 and we're going to read responsibly. So I'll start, you guys follow. How sweet it is to gather in a spectrum of gender identities, in the house of God who transcends human limits and categories.
How fine it is to gather, Jews and non-Jews together, in the house of God who hears the prayers of all peoples.
How pleasant it is to gather in a rainbow of affections and sexualities, in the house of God who loves each of us as we were created, who loves without limit and forever.
How good it is to gather those with firm beliefs, together with those whose hearts have doubt, in the house of God who values deeds of caring and justice far above the recitation of creeds.
Excellent. All right, we're going to go to page 7. I'm really liking the reading responsively, so we're going to do the bottom. I long to change the world.
But I rarely appreciate things as they are.
I know how to give,
But I don't always know how to receive.
I know how to keep busy,
But I don't always know how to be still.
I talk, but I don't always listen.
I look, but I don't always see.
I yearn to succeed.
But I often forget what is truly important.
Teach me, God, to slow down. May this Shabbat revive me.
May it lead me to wisdom, to holiness, to peace, and to you.
This last one's especially important because I tend to talk fast, so we're slowing down, hopefully. Let's go to page 10 and do some fun candle lighting. Who wants to volunteer as tribute to do the candles this eve? They are pretty colors, so it's a win.
So who's got their special occasion?
Yeah, something cool
Whose birthday?
happening.
Whose anniversary?
What's simcha?
I don't think I have anything in December.
I'll go.
All right. We're happy to have you here. That
Yes,
is the
well,
simcha right
so
there.
Simha is, I guess that this should be the month where my sister's youngest will be born at the end of the month.
Mazel tov.
So third kid,
Ooh.
and probably the first of her kids that I'm going to see shortly after birth because I haven't been able to visit so close. So that I'm very much looking forward to.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Honestly, it is really close because it should be the due date's the 23rd. And she's hoping to be inducted or induced beforehand, so we'll see.
8 days of labor. I'm just kidding.
Oh, no. Maybe worse.
That
That sounds like a curse, actually.
Yeah, what did she do?
Using that as a curse.
If that doesn't work, we also have the other one.
I gotta be better with matches because I'm genuinely bad with them, so this is
You're
my
doing
time.
so
As long as you don't hurt yourself, I'm calling it a win.
You got it.
You almost cursed them.
Oh no! All right, it was good vibes. There we go.
Away from the candles. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher yishanu mitzvotav v'tzivanu le'hadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen.
Blessed are you, Adonai, our eternal one, ruler of the universe, who sanctifies us through your mitzvot and commands us to kindle the lights of Shabbat.
Brilliant. Alrighty, join me on page, there we go, page 13 or page 11. Some of them are crossed out. For Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Alehei Hashavit, Alehei Elyon, Oni Melech, Alehei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Kohen Shalom, Alehei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tefer Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
All right, on page 15, I need 2 volunteers. First volunteer is going to read the first 2 paragraphs. Second volunteer is going to read the last 2 paragraphs. And if you don't volunteer, I'm going to point. Oh, excellent. 1, 2.
I'm starting. I have a garden which I love. Once in a while it looks perfect. All the watering, feeding, pruning, and love add up to a moment of beauty. So then I also did the first. was that-
First two paragraphs.
Then I think, only I could keep it this way, preserve this moment forever. But my garden is alive. Time and seasons bring changes. Living things must change.
A life is like a garden. Perfect moments can be had, but not preserved, except in memory. I am a living thing which must change. If I can accept the changes, I can accept myself. And when I accept myself, I can enjoy the beauty of the changes in the garden of life.
Thank you. All right, we're going to turn the page and do some Lachado D. 1, 2, 5, and 9, I believe, is our common, and that's what we're going to do today.
Shabbat.
singing, everybody. We're going to do bottom of page 20, reading responsibly. And then all that has divided us will merge.
And then compassion will be wedded to power.
And then softness will come to a world that is harsh and unkind.
And then both men and women will be gentle.
And then both women and men will be strong.
And then no person will be subject to another's will.
And then all will be rich and freed and varied.
And then the greed of some will give way to the needs of many.
And then all will share equally in the earth's abundance.
And then all will care for the sick and the weak and the old.
And then all will nourish the young.
And then all will cherish life's creatures.
And then all will live in harmony with each other and the earth.
And then everywhere will be called Eden once again.
All right, so moving on to the Baruchu. If you are able to rise, that would be fabulous, but no pressure. Challenge myself and try to do the Hebrew on this. It used to be a thing we would do in Hebrew school all together. We'd everyone go around and pick a prayer that they had the hardest time with. I always somehow ended up with this one. But for the sake of being inclusive to everybody, we're going to do the English together instead. But next time, get ready, guys. Could still try it, but all right. Praised are you, our eternal God, sovereign of the universe, who with your word brings on the evening twilight, and with your wisdom opens the gates of the heavens. With understanding you order the cycles of time and vary the seasons, setting the stars in their courses in the sky according to your will. You create day and night, rolling away the light before the darkness, and the darkness before the light. You cause the day to fade and the night to fall, dividing darkness and light. God of life and sovereign of the heavens, may you rule over us forever. Praised are you, O God, who brings on the evening twilight. All right, we're going to do the Shema and the V'ahavta. So we're going to be seated for the Shema. I think we also remain seated for the V'ahavta, but it's cool. All right, ready? Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol livavcha v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha v'hayu advarim ha'eleh asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinamtam levanecha v'libatam bam v'shivtecha v'techa u'lechtecha b'derech u'shokpecha u'vkumecha u'shatam le'od al yadecha V'hayu l'totafot beinenecha, uktavtam hamezuzot beitecha, uvisharecha. Page 27, we're going to sing Mika Mocha. Go to page 29. We're going to read again responsively. I like the responsives because it's not just me. Help us, O God, to lie down in peace and awaken us to rise again to life. May we always be guided by your good counsel and thus find shelter in your tent of peace. May we always feel protected because you are our merciful and protecting God. Help us, O God, to lie down in peace and teach us that peace means more than quiet. Remind us that if we are to be at peace at night, we must take heed how we live by day. Grant us the peace that comes from honest dealings, so that no fear of guilt will haunt our sleep. Rid us of resentments and hatreds, which rob us of the peace we crave. May we inflict no pain, bring no shame, and seek no profit by another's loss. May we live so that we can face the whole world with serenity. May we feel no remorse at night for what we have done during the day. May we lie down in peace tonight and awaken tomorrow to a richer and fuller life. All right, we're going to scoot on over to page 32 for the Chatzi Kaddish. Please rise, and we're going to stay standing for a while, so feel free to take seat breaks as needed. Yikadal v'yikadash shemei Rabbah. Amen. V'yamad divrah kirutei v'yamlik malchutei. V'chayim kono omecha uv'layed kol beit Yisrael. Bagala uv'zman karev v'imru. Amen. Yehei shmei V'yishtabak, v'yipa'ar, v'yitramam, v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar, v'yithaleh, v'yithalal, shemei dekudashah, barechu, v'yalam mimchol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, dami ramyeha, v'imru, amen. All right, so I like to do, I know people usually bring printouts for this, but I like to do the Amidah all together. If you don't want to do it, feel free to do it silently, but I'm gonna do the singing part. Adonai sevatitah ufi agitehilatecha. ata Adonai, Eloheinu, Avotenu, Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, Elohei Rachel, Ha'el Hagadol, Ha'gibor V'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Mekonei Hakol, Zoher Hasei Elohim Ahod, Umei Mikla Lifnei V'neihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Oseh U'Mashiach U'Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Be'ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh Hakol Atah Rav Le'Hoshia, Mechayeh Chaim V'Chesed, Mechayeh Hakol Berakamim Rabim, so make no fleeing Berofei Olim, Umatir Asurim, and Mechayeh and Hunachto, Lishenei Afa, Michamocha Mal Gevurot, Umino Melach, Melech Memit Umechayeh, Umatzmi Yeshua, Melech Manata Lechayot Hakol, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mechayeh Hakol, Atah Kadosh Shema Kadosh, V'Kedoshim V'Koyom Yesod Masela, Baruch Atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. All right. Everyone can take a seat, and we're going to turn to page 42 for Oseh Shalom. Sorry, I know it takes a second to flip there, so no rush.
Oseh Shalom Elolam, Oseh Shalom Aleinu, Me'akol Yisrael, Imru Amen. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Me'akol Yisrael, 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 Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Me'akol Yisrael.
Alrighty. This is the time where you all get to listen to me chat now. It's a very exciting time for me, as if you've never met me before, which most of you have, you would know I'm a big chatter. So I've talked about it last year, because I think I also did December last year, so look at me being consistent. But it is the month of Dressember. What is Dressember, you may ask? Well, 'tis a month where a whole bunch of people around everywhere, I think it's the world, it's international now, which is super great, wear a dress or a suit and bow tie fancy fit every day for the entire month of December to raise awareness and raise money for victims of sex trafficking and just trafficking in general. It's kind of a sad but exciting topic all at the same time. Last year, I wore the exact same dress every day for the entire month. The laundry was astronomical. Believe it or not, one item really does take a lot. This year, I decided I didn't have the fortitude for that. So I took a different path. And I really want to talk about the amazing things the Dressember organization is doing with education. So they do a whole lot, just to make it obvious here. They do therapy, they help people leave the bad spaces they're in, they do like all the physical health that you can think of, relocation. They do a lot of really good work all over the world, from people being kept on logging farms in India, unable to leave, to people just being taken and moved for horrible, horrible reasons. But one of the coolest things that I've found that they do is post-recovery or during recovery education. They have so many cool stories. This one person, I believe they were in like Midwest, was taken when they were 14 and they were found when they were 18. So a long time, a lot of bad things happening. But by the time they wrote this story, because they have this huge blog, I'll have to share the website, it's fantastic. They have this huge blog. This person took advantage of Dressember's educational programs and went through like an entire college program for computer stuff, like software, coding, all that cool stuff, without paying a cent, all through the organization, which is phenomenal. Because one of the things they really like to talk about is prevention. If you can stop the bad thing from happening, it's better than fixing the bad thing that happened. And one of the biggest things for prevention is education. When people have knowledge, when people have a support system that schools tend to give, they are less likely to fall into places where they could easily be taken. So that's, you hear all the crazy stories of like, oh, I went out to my car and there was a weird thing on my car door, and I was like, I ignored it, and then they come and got me. I feel like that doesn't happen as often as the stories of, I was lonely, I didn't have a support system, and I found this person on the internet, we talked a lot, they got me to trust them, and then I met up with them and I never was found again. That tends to be the bigger story that you hear online. And at least in the United States. Abroad, there's a whole bunch of different stories of, I was born here, my parents owed a debt, we ended up never leaving. To stories where we had no choice, went into huge medical debt, and the company owner paid our debt, helped us keep our child alive, but now we're stuck here. Every one of these stories ends with Dressember coming in, helping them recover physically, mentally, finding new stability, and then a lot of people take the time to get educated. Business education, trade education, college education. It is a phenomenal thing that they do. It is wonderful. There's a lot of ways to get involved. I like the one where we donate, but money is a hard thing, and I totally understand. So if you see someone's post on Dressember and it's available to share, also a great choice, because part of this is just blatant awareness. People know these things happen. Gosh knows it's used as a rhetoric for a lot of different groups. But the reality of it is a lot more scary and a lot more real than a lot of these group rhetoric really give credit for. And a lot of the group rhetoric is just negative altogether, when there is positives of this. So that is my spiel. If you have time, I'm posting it all over my social medias. If you're really interested, reach out. I can happily share you the link. You don't have to donate, but if you just want to hear more stories, I find that's my favorite part. I'll go in on my breaks and just read some awesome, life-changing stories and get super inspired to keep doing cool things. So yeah, reach out to me if you want to know more. If you're feeling spicy, wear a dress one day. Have someone ask you. It's amazing how people do ask, why are you wearing a dress when it's 29 degrees? Aren't your legs cold? Yes, but we do hard things, and we can continue to do hard things because it's a worthwhile cause and it's worth it. So, that being said, anyone have any questions about Dressember before I move on to the rest of the service? Snazzy, I'll be here all night, guys. All right. We're going to move on to our concluding prayers, which is kind of misleading because we still have a bit to go before we conclude, but you know. All right, we're going to go to page 48. All right. May the ones who blessed their ancestors, Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, Rachel, Bilhah, Zilpah, and Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, bless and heal
Renish, Corey,
Sandra and Jacob.
Scott Schreiber, Eric Sigler.
along with all those who have been touched by illness. Grant insight and compassion to those who bring healing, courage, and comfort to those who are sick, and strength and stamina to all who love and care for them. May those who will not be healed in body be blessed with faith and freedom from suffering. May all of us soon know a time of complete healing, and let us say, Amen. Let's move to, I'm going to Elenu, but I think I miswrote down the page. There we go, page 58. And if you are able, please rise. And does anyone want to open the ark? Any volunteers? I'll go up with you if you want to go. Here, come with me. Oh wait, we're missing one. Pretend it's there. going to, all right, so the version I had was not this version because we had updates and I don't think the updates have gone online yet. So we may have to skip the pretty thing I wanted to do. So,
Which page was it supposed to be on?
bottom of page 57, but we're already on 59.
What is the prayer?
I didn't write the prayer down, I just wrote the page number, which is shame on me right
Is
there.
it the serenity prayer? I know you wanted to do that.
Oh, I do like that one, but I don't think that one's yet, is it? That's towards
Page
the,
57 is traditional and,
well,
this is my book, but I know they're not always the
I
same.
had to say, yeah, they're kind of different, but that's okay. We can go on to Mourner's Cottage, which I shouldn't say so perkily. Maybe I'll find one that I really like here. Yeah, who wants to go a little off script, because we're already kind of there, and do reading together your sustaining love on page 66 before we go there? It looks pretty. Eternal God, who sends consolation to all sorrowing hearts, we turn to you for solace in our trying hour. Though bowed in grief at the passing of our loved ones, we affirm our faith in you. Help us to rise above our sorrow and to face the trials of life with courage. Give us insight in our time of grief, so that from the depths of our own suffering may come a deepened sympathy for all who are bereaved. May we feel the heartbreak of others and find our strength in helping them. May we bear our sorrow with trustful hearts, and knowing you are near, may we not despair. With faith in your sustaining love, we rise in our body or spirit to sanctify your name. All right. Go to the next page, I believe is the Mourner's Cottage.
Do we have the list?
I didn't have the list. It's probably,
It's in the monthly email.
all right, well, I've pulled up the monthly email. Please rise if you're able so we can cottage together. Sorry, everyone, a little discombobulated today. Scrolling down. Okay. So we have the art states this month of Jess F., father of Jeff F., sorry. Kenneth T., grandfather of Michelle S. Vladimir T., father of, is it Igor or Igor T? Igor T. And Cindy A., mother of David O. Is there anyone that we want to add? Okay. Yekadav v'yekadash shemei rabbah v'yamad yivrach yirteh v'yamlik malchuteh v'chayechon v'yamechon v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael v'galah v'zman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehei shemei rabbah yivrach le'olam olei amaya yizbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh Yidhadar v'yithaleh v'yithalal shmei d'kudashah b'richu Leila mikol birkata v'shirata Tushbekata v'nechamata Damiram yama v'imru amen Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya V'hayim v'yimleinu v'kol Yisrael v'imru amen Nemsei shalom b'imromav Hu ya'aseh shalom Aleinu v'kol Yisrael Amen. You may be seated. All right, so this is where I wanted to do the serenity prayer. If you go to page 70, the bottom, and we read together. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, and the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. I believe this is where we have announcements, if anyone has anything to share.
Very brief announcements. Thank you, Maya, for a lovely service. I love hearing about December every time.
We got to keep the theme going. Next year, I call dibs.
Okay, cool.
You have to go through me first.
Thank you for the lovely guitar accompaniment, and thank you all for coming. We are have not yet finalized the details for our Hanukkah celebration, but we're going to be doing a post-Hanukkah celebration because since Hanukkah lines up the way that it does this year, it's kind of difficult to do it during that particular week. So be on the lookout for that because we'll hope that you'll be able to join us. And then as always, if you would like to lead a service, you can contact Elaine. And no worries if you don't want to do it yourself because I'm happy to join you. Beth is happy to join you. A lot of us are, Elaine's happy to join. I can also just do the songs if you don't want to sing. I think that's the long and short of it. Any other announcements that I'm missing?
Open forum is on Sunday.
Oh, open forum is on Sunday. And if you haven't checked out the Pittsburgh Jewish Chronicles Volunteers of the Year article, do so because we featured Elaine in there as the Volunteer of the Year for Bet Tikvah.
Yay!
Very own Elaine Ribsky.
Yes, and it's shared on our Facebook page, and I'm going to get it linked on the Insta later
Woohoo!
if you would like to look that up. And then also thank you for Tech for helping
Thank you, Ted.
get us on Zoom. So I think that might be all of it, unless anyone else has other announcements. Yes, Maya.
I do. So I don't know if everyone has heard of the Renaissance City Choir. It's the oldest gay choir in the city. And we have our concert tomorrow. It's very exciting. I think it's it's $25 to go. All the money goes to the choir. We're a nonprofit. We do a lot of, also if anyone wants to join, you should also join. It's really fun. It's very inclusive. Everyone's welcome. The only thing you have to do is try out for a part. And honestly, if you're feeling more of a tenor one day, be a tenor. No one's going to give a hoot. I will say we have a song. We always have a Hanukkah song this time of year. And this year it's one called Boogie Woogie Hanukkah. If you're a fan of swing dance, this is the song for you. It is a whole hoop. And we also have some non-denominational, I want to say like Yule-esque songs. It's called the Solstice Song. It's very pretty. Either way, if you have the time and you want to go, afterward there is a cookie party. So I hope to see you there. If not, you can also zoom in.
And we have more than one member who's
Mm-hmm.
in there. Edie's in there.
Edie's in there. Sarah from Dor Hadash is in there. We always have, there's quite a few different people, yeah. And Nat, Edie's wife, is always a volunteer, so you'll definitely see her there.
It's the oldest gay choir. Do we have more than one gay choirs in the city?
We do. We have a barbershop choir that is also, I don't think they're purposely a gay choir, but they are a gay choir.
That's a lot of choirs. Yeah.
Yeah, they're fabulous. Between you and me, they're a little stricter than us. If you come in and you're having a bad song day, they will call you out on it. I get yelled at for talking too much in choir. So, you know, the mood is very different, but it's a whole, I know, right? It's a whole lot of fun if you want to join. Meet up with me if you want to learn more. All right. Anyone else? Snazzy. All right. Kick us off or finish us off with Adon Olam, which is on page 72.
Adon
Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom. And if you'd like to join us out there, we're going to do Kiddush. Thank you, Michelle, for joining, and they left.
Oh, well, we appreciate you.
Maya.